Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing great today. Appreciate those of you watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Consider this is like my 20th take, I bet, trying to do this. Didn't need to know that, but started this off a lot and just can't get into this. I don't know why, but hopefully this is the take that seals the deal. I only do one take, I don't cut and slice. So let's do this. Let's talk about Blooming Days. Blooming Days is a Chinese historic drama, or like the Vicky Rakuten app likes to call these, costume and period type of drama. This is for you romance and political type of people who love those kind of shows. This is probably something you would enjoy. As our female lead here, she gets kind of shanghaied from her own wedding. She's getting ready to marry a doctor. But however, unfortunately for her, she looks a lot like our king's first true love, and so his sons kind of take her away to have her marry the king, because they're trying to gain favor, because all the sons are trying to get themselves in the position to take over their dad's, put themselves in position to take over their dad's position, to take over their dad's become the next king. Let's just leave it like that. All right. So the romance here is like it's kind of like a slow burn, as our two leads do not really love each other. The female lead does not marry the king. He ends up marrying the son. She gets eliminated because of, like I said, this is like a political battle. So one of the other contestants for the throne comes up with some underhanded maneuvers to get her kicked out. But the son ends up marrying her just because she does look like the king's favorite wife who passed away. And the king did like her, but because of this underhand maneuver, she got eliminated from the spot. Going into a little bit too much detail there. So on the female side, we got this harem battle with her trying to compete with the other wives, and this guy has an enormous amount of wives for just being a prince. I guess like 20 of them, which seems to be more than the king. However, since he has so many wives, only about 3 or 4 are really featured in this, as they're like the favored wives and the ones with the most power in his little harem. So the story concentrates on the harem side, but my favorite part is when it concentrates on the side of the man's side, where he's trying to compete with his other brothers to take over his dad's position. The two leads do have great chemistry with each other, as they kind of bond, and you see their relationship grow from not liking each other to forming like a alliance, to love, and they eventually will have children. Children is a very loose term, considering one of them dies. She has a miscarriage. So, very loose term, but she does have a child. So the romance part is pretty well written, I would think. I would say the romance part of this is well written, as these two come together from circumstances that they have to learn to trust each other, not trust grows into love. And so I thought that part was really well written. The end fighting in the harem, it's good. It's really written too, I guess you could say, as she's trying to fight these people. It's not so outlandish how she's able to outmaneuver her opponents and gaining more power within the harem. Of course, because the male lead loves her, it makes it a little easier for her to overcome stuff. But she does have her formidable foes. And on the other side, the guys fighting his brothers, you got a very good storyline going over there, as you see them battling each other out, trying to outmaneuver each other, trying to gain more power, more favored in their father's eyes. The problem I have with this movie, however, is that it has lack of villains, especially on our male lead side. On the female lead side, when she's battling out the other wives and stuff, you do get enough villains in within a harem, and it's not overdone, because she goes through one villain after another, and to be able to get this to grow power within that side of the household, I guess you could call it. But the male side is really lacks villains. He's really only fighting one guy, and he constantly beats him. And to be realistic, like the main villain of this show should have been ended like maybe 24 episodes into this series. This is a 36 episode series. But, you know, for reasons, he keeps him around because if he exposes him, it would make it give a negative impression on the public and stuff like that. Kind of like ridiculous stuff. Because this guy's trying to kill you and you just keep on keeping him alive type of stuff. I mean, the villain has no qualms that you're his brother. He doesn't care. He's trying to eliminate you, but I guess that what makes him the good guys, because he's not willing to kill his own brother. And the king and stuff is not willing to really lay down the punishment. So a lot of problems is the king's fault for not, for being too lenient with the evil sons and such in their evil deeds. Like, he lets too much pass. If he was a little bit more firm, they wouldn't be doing the extremes that these guys are doing in the show, which kind of like as parents, if you're a parent, it's a very good metaphor for that. Like, if you are too lenient with your children when they do evil stuff, they're going to probably come out bad once they get to be adults. You kind of see this in this one. So like the lack of villains really hurts this. I think the very last episode or two, you get like the prime minister is like a villain type of thing. They should have started that way earlier in the series and show us how he's the villain. Instead, we just get a lot of tell of a villain, like how at the end it basically just tells you. Well, I guess I'm going to give you a spoiler, but the ending does kind of tell you how the people of this city that they're in defeats the prime minister instead of showing us. It would have been nice if they would have started that earlier and see how they were able to defeat the prime minister. It would have been a better villain, especially because the one that they have gets stale about halfway through this series. It gets very stale and boring at that part. I'm going to give this a caution. I recommend with caution. It's not the best drama. Even the harem politics isn't really great. I mean, I compare everything to the story of Yunsi Palace. Sorry, I got a heater just turned on. You guys probably right hear a warning sound. The story of Yunsi Palace, when I do harem politics, harem type shows. This one pales in comparison to the story of Yunsi Palace. And then even the political side with the guy, it's just not very good at all. Not to standards. And so like halfway through this story, it does get kind of boring and redundant, repetitive. All right, whatever. So yeah, you can watch it. It's not going to be the best one. Watch it with caution. You'll enjoy probably the first 18 episodes ish, and then it gets, like I said, repetitive. So have a great day. Thank you for sticking around if you did. I mean, this isn't the worst view channel on YouTube for nothing. So have a great day. Bye.